This is Boxing Talk 8576, and I'm coming at you with this video, man. I've sitting up here thinking, man, about boxing, man, and other sports. Right now, boxing has no identity, and what I mean by that is boxing has no real identity as far as right now. The heavyweight division is coming back. It's not all the way back yet, but it is coming back. But it's not, all the way back to where you can say the heavyweight division is the king division again. It's not all the way back. The smaller weight divisions are still, the king divisions. The divisions are getting the more publicity, where all the money is at. So the heavyweight boxing is not back yet, but it is on the rise and it's coming quickly. I believe in the next year or so, 2 years, boxing will have the heavyweight division on top, but it's not quite there yet. And it's up to the lower weight divisions right now, which those guys are not fighting each other. Everyone's playing round robin with each other, duck, duck, goose, tag, you're it, no, you're it, no, I'm not it, you're it. And it's just a lot of murky situations, man. Is people finding ways not to fight because if you don't want to fight someone, you can always find 1,000 reasons why not to fight the guy. And the number one reason is you don't sell enough tickets or you're not a big draw. And a lot of fans out there and boxing fans have, fell into the trap of that whole you don't sell tickets or you're not a big draw thing. And we need to get back to what's going on in the ring. Like, I want to see fighters take risks. I want to see fighters fight tough fights. I want to see 50-50 fights. I don't want to see a fight to where you already know the outcome of the fight. Like, what is good into looking at a fight where you already know, or have a notion of the outcome of the fight. I want to fight to where I'm like, man, I sit down, I'm like, man, I can't wait to see that fight because I don't know who's going to win. Those are the fights that boxing fans deserve. And these fighters nowadays, they're not giving us those type of fights. Everyone's trying to find, a so-called big money fight and no risk. They want to go in there and make a lot of money and not give us, a competitive fight, I would say. You just have a lot of fighters doing a lot of out of the ring sparring or fighting instead of fighting inside of the ring. Everyone wants to verbal fight and no one wants to fight physically in the ring. And man, it's up to us as boxing fans to demand that these guys fight because we're paying our money. We have the YouTube community that's generating a lot of publicity for a lot of these fighters. Every time we talk about these fighters and upload a video, it's free publicity for them. They need to get in the ring and show us that they can be great, because right now, to me, it's going to be hard 5 and 6 years from now. These generation of fighters, it's going to be hard to figure out, if they don't fight each other, who's a great fighter and who's not a great fighter. Because the only way you can really determine your greatness is by going in the ring and competing on a level that, we can deem you great. I mean, if you're not going to go in there and fight the fights that you need to fight to establish your greatness, then you're not a great fighter. I think these fighters nowadays want to be graded on how much money they make. I'm not interested in how much money you make. That's your business on how much money you make. I'm interested in the sport. I'm interested in seeing you go in there and challenge yourself and take risks and give great fights and give great performances. All that other stuff, promoters, all that stuff, that's up to the fighters and their handlers or who they got handling their business. All that stuff should be behind closed doors. We should know who you're going to fight, when you're going to fight them, and where you're going to fight them. That's what we should know as boxing fans. We should know the name of the promoter and who wants the size ring, the size gloves, the referee. All that stuff need to be handled behind closed doors. Give us the fights. Or at least that's what I want. I don't know what everybody else wants, but that's what I want. I'm calling for all these fighters to, because one way or the other, each fighter out there, a lot of these big name fighters out there are trying to maneuver and get in a sweet spot to where it's comfortable for them. And it's not, it's not doing anything for the fans. But let me know what you think, YouTube Nation. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Boxing Talk 8576. I'm out.